Hi learners, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me for another math session. So this is the first part of the next chapter. So let us start. We have already done the previous one, that is the introduction to algebra. So this chapter is interconnected to that regarding the equations. So you can first go to that chapter and later on see this one so that you understand the concepts easily. So now let us start. First thing, the linear equations, that is called what is the equation, okay? So here the equation means, it's an equality which it can involve one or more variables, okay? So now when I say one or more variables means this is the example given. Now here there is only one variable, x plus 3 is equal to 8. This is one equation. But can you see in the next equation here, you can see x and y. So these are two variables over here. So your equation can involve any one or two variables. So here these are called the equations, okay? So now equation, now it has two sides. Now what does this say? Two sides means I'll tell you. Now this is called the left hand side and the right hand side. This is very important when you solve equations. What do you mean by and always we are not going to say left hand side. We'll say LHS and we'll say RHS. So okay. So now here so I've written both the ways. This left hand side means the short is LHS and the right hand side the short form is RHS. So in that equation LHS is always equal to RHS. Now see, this is an equation given. Okay, so now if I write here x plus 3 is equal to 8. So this is LHS, means this is on the left side, isn't it? So, and this is on your right side. So we write this LHS and this as RHS. Hope that is clear to you. Okay, so now again because we are doing the linear equation, so you should know like what is linear equation. So again here, what is that? Linear equation is an equation in which the highest power, you know the power. If I write a raised to 2, so this is called the power of that. Of the variable involved is always 1. So now what does this say? Variable involved is 1. Now can you see here, this is 3x. When we write here 3x, this is the variable, isn't it? So here, this is 1. This is, if it is 3x square, suppose. So this is not a linear equation, okay? So this is 1. And again, you can see this is a variable. Y means there's a power is 1. Okay, but usually we don't write a power. Okay, so this is an example of a linear equation. So now let us go for the exercise. So this is the exercise 8.1 in your book. So now again I repeat, see these things, whatever we are not going to, only it's not oriented like whatever this the maths AC book only, but the linear equation, whoever wants help in the linear equation, they can follow the same. They can just look at this video and the concepts are going to be clear. Okay, so here, because I'm using the questions from this book, so I have mentioned all the exercise and everything over here. Okay, so now these are the same questions from that maths essay book. So now look at here, what did they say over here? That which of the following are linear equations, okay? So in the first case, now you know the linear equation, that it should have a variable and that the power should be 1, isn't it? So now what you can see over here, in the first case here, 15 minus 6 is 9. So this is not a linear equation because here we don't have any variable, that's the numbers. So this is not a linear equation. Now in the second one, here is x and these are the constants. So this is a linear equation. Again in this one, as I told you, here the power is 2. So this cannot be the linear equation. Here, even if you write here 4 plus y is 9 or y plus 4 is 9, both ways it's going to be the same. Okay, so here this is an equation. Okay, so here what is that? Y, we have the power 1. So this is a linear equation. Now here this says the inequality here. This is not a linear equation. Of course, wherever the sign is there, that is the inequality sign. This is not a linear equation. Hope you got it. So now let us go for the next one. They said that write a linear equation for each of the following statements. This statement is given over here and you have to write the linear equation for that one. So now what did this say? When we add 3 to a number, see here, we are adding 3 to a number. So we don't know what is the number. We get 12. When we get 12 means this get word means the result is 12. Okay, so now let us do, we will write the assumption that let the number be x. Okay, so now what did I say? Now let us go for the first step. When we add 3, okay, to a number means we are adding here this number we have considered as x, and when we add 3 to it, so we get 12 means is equal to 12. Okay, so this is an equation. Further, like now here they have asked us for the equation, so we'll write here. Suppose they tell us to solve this one. So x plus 3 is 12 means x will be 12, and this plus 3 if we take on the right hand side, because as I told you this is the left hand side and this is the right hand side. So if we take this 3 to the plus 3 to the right hand side, so what is that going to be? This plus 3 is going to be minus 3. So what is that going to be? X is going to be 12 minus 3, that is going to be 9. But they have not asked us to solve it, they just told to write us the linear equation. Okay, equation of this one. So this is the equation. Now you look at this one. When 7 is taken away from a number, it gives 2. So now again here we don't know what is the number. Okay, so let the number be x. So now what did they say? It gives 2. So see, from, now again I've explained in the previous video also, from a number. So just think of this from, whenever the word is used from, so whatever after this one is there means that is a number. Okay, so whatever this number is, that should be at the start. So x should be here, and then you're going to take 7 away from it. Okay, so minus 7 and not 7 minus x. This is wrong. Okay, and it gives 2 means is equal to 2. Again, I said just concentrate on this from. After from, whatever is that should be in the start. Now look at the next question. It says that the sum of 8 and twice a number is 6. Okay, so now we don't know the number, right? So let the number be x. Then twice a number. Twice a number means twice means we are going to multiply, that is 2 into x. Okay, now let us read the sentence. Sum of 8 and twice a number. Okay, twice a number, 2x plus 8. Okay, is means is equal to, and this is 6. Hope that is clear. Now the next one, when we subtract a number from 6, we obtain 3. So again, we don't know the number, so let the number be x. Now again, can you see here from 6? Okay, so 6 should be at the start, and we are going to, what did they say? Subtract a number. A number means this number we have considered as x. We obtain 3. Obtain 3 means that result is 3. Means here we are going to write this obtain means we are going to write is equal to 3. So the next one, what does this say? That 14 less than half a number is 7. Again, we don't know what, let the number be x, we don't know the number. So half a number means we can write here 1 by 2x, or that is nothing but, see, 1 multiplied by x is going to be x, isn't it? So we can write x by 2 also. Both ways you can write. And is 7. Is 7 means is equal to 7. Okay. So now here, see here. 14 less than half a number. So this is a half a number, and from that you have to subtract 14. Less means you have to subtract. Is 7 means is equal to 7. The next number, this says that 2 added to the product of a number and 4 gives 26. So now here again we don't know what is the number, so let the number be x. Now here look at product of a number and 4. Look from here, product of a number and 4. Product means multiplication. Okay, product of a number. Of a number means we have considered number as x. Okay, so product of a number here will be 4x, and here 4x, product of a number and 4. So you are going to write here 4x, sorry for that, plus 4. Okay, so let me cut over here, product of a number and 4. Sorry, no, that was right. Actually, they said product of a number and 4. The number is x, and 4 means that is going to be 4x. So that was right. So I was confused for that. Okay, sorry for that. So here, product of a number and 4, that is 4x. So here, what are we going to write here? 2 added to the 2 is added to the product of a number. So this is the product of a number, and we add 2 to it. Okay, so that is gives 26. So this is 26. Okay, so now the next one, It says that Sneha has 8 candies, out of which she gave some candies to her brother. She is now left with 5 candies. So now what is there given here? That let candies given to her brother, we don't know. That was X. She gives some candies. Some means that was X. Okay. So now she has 8 candies, and out of this, she's giving X to the brother, right? And now she's left with 5 candies, means the result is going to be 5, isn't it? So what are you going to do? That is simple. That is 8 minus X is 5. Okay. Now the next question says that, just concentrate on this question. They said the length of a rectangle having perimeter. You know the perimeter means what? That is the sum of all sides. But what is here? That is the rectangle. That means the perimeter of the rectangle. 18 centimeter. So the perimeter is 18. Okay. Is 3 more than its breadth. So what here we don't know directly the breadth. So what are we going to write here? Let breadth of a rectangle be X over here. Okay. Now they said the length of a rectangle having perimeter. So what are we going to do? This thing we are not going to consider first. The length of a rectangle, just don't look at that cross part, whatever is there, is 3 centimeter more. Means the length is 3 centimeter more. So first thing, what are you going to write here? Write the formula. This is very important. So the perimeter, the formula for perimeter, this is a perimeter. I will also add over here, that is of rectangle. Okay, so that is more clear. Is that okay? Okay, so that is, if you don't know, you have to write this for, again, I have told you, whatever things you see that wherever the formulas are there, some things are there, that you have to note it in your notes, because when you just look at the things, you feel it for typing, you feel easy, but when you have to revise it again, then you might forget about it. So, okay, so this formula, you have to note it down. So perimeter of rectangle is twice into length plus breadth. This is a formula. Okay, so now here what did they say? That timing you have to forget about this perimeter. So length is given as 3 centimeter more than the breadth. So okay, what is that? Length is 3 centimeter. That is length more than the breadth, means B plus 3. B is the breadth. So this is important. Hope you got about this one. So now what are we going to do? We want this first thing, we will put the values of it. So perimeter in place of this one, what are we going to do? This 2 will keep as it is. Now we know length is B plus 3. So in place of this length, we are going to put this B plus 3. And this B we will keep as it is for time being. First, we are not going to think about this X first. Okay. So now the perimeter is given as 18. Now look at here, 18. So what I'm going to write here? Below this one, the perimeter, we will write here 18. So now just now see here, B and B becomes 2B. Okay. And plus 3. So 2 is as it is. Okay. So now what is this going to be? This is nothing but, now we have considered this 18 is the same thing what we have written here, perimeter. 2 is as it is. Now can you see why did I write this X in place of B? Because what we had done in the start, that we had considered the breadth as X. Okay. So now I have substituted that X. It can be, we could have substituted here, but then if I could have wrote over here X, and then you could have been confused, because you know the basic formula for the perimeter, that is length plus B. Hope you got it. So at the last, I have substituted that X over here in place of B. Hope that is clear. Okay. And then, so same thing I wrote over here. So that, what is that? Therefore, this 2x, this whole thing I have written over here is equal to this one. Whether you write the left-hand side is nothing but, that is RHS, or RH is nothing but LHS. Anyways, you can write it. Okay. Both ways is the same. Now, in the next case, they said Rahul's mother is 37 years old, and then sum of Rahul's age and that of his mother is 46 years. So first thing, what are we going to do? We will write here, we don't know the Rahul's age, right? So Rahul's age is X, okay? So mother's age is given, that is 37 years, just we wrote it over here. So now they said, look at this sentence, the sum means plus, of Rahul's age and that of his mother. So this is Rahul's age and this is mother, so sum means we are going to add it, that is means is equal to, okay? That is 46. So here we don't have to solve, only write the equation, okay? So now look at here they have given the equation equation is given and they have asked you for the statement. Okay, so now look at here what did they say? 4x plus 5 is 9. So this thing, whatever is the equation, same thing we have to write in the form of a statement. So what is here? 5 is added, so 5 is added to what? 4x means what? Product of a number, this is a number, and 4. Okay, and it gives 9, so is equal to 9. So that is the statement what you have to write. Okay, so nothing to explain over there. Now 2n plus 5. So this we can write even in this form, or the second form is like this. We can also write like this. This is plus means the sum, right? So here the sum of 1. Okay, and this is the variable. This is a number. That is what did I write here? Twice of a number. Okay, is equal to means is 5. You can also write in this form. Okay. Now look at here. They said over here that 12a minus 7 is 5. Okay. So when 7, because this is subtraction, so is subtracted from 12a means 12 times of a number. Okay. Then the is equal to 5 means it gives 5 or is 5. Is same. Now here 3 into y plus 1 is equal to 12. So now look at here. This is actually, just keep this at the side first, okay? Y plus 1. So what is this sum, right? Sum of a number. This is a number and 1. For this bracket, when the sum of a number and 1 is multiplied, because this is multiplied, right? Is multiplied by 3. So this is multiplied by 3. Hope you got it. Is equal to 12 means you can either write is 12 or it gives 12. Okay, now let us go for the next question. Now what did they say over here? That solve the following equations by trial and error method. So here, what is that trial and error method here? So now see, this equation is given, okay? So you have to see whether when it says trial and error method, that whether it satisfies the left-hand side and the right-hand side. Means whatever is on the left, when you solve it, you should get this answer. This is the result, right? So this is your right-hand side. So what are we going to do? They have told us to do the trial and error method. So just I put a table over here. Now look at the table carefully. Now I put here value of x, okay? And this is your LHS and this is your RHS. So in place of LHS, what is this? 4x minus 7. I wrote here 4x minus 7. And RHS means this is 9. So RHS is 9. Okay, so they hope this first part is clear to you. So now, because trial and error means if I'm putting here 1 for what? For x. So now this equation we are going to follow, right? So 4 will be as it is. In place of this x, I put 1 and minus 7 as it is. So when we solve this, 4 into 1 is 4 and minus 7. So 4 minus 7, that is minus 3. And RHS is 9. So what happens here? It doesn't satisfy this equation, isn't it? So what we have to go for the next step. So we have to see putting the value of x is 2. Okay, x is 2. So again in this equation 4 as it is, x is 2, minus 7 as it is. So what happens here? 8. 8 minus 7 is 1. And the right hand side is 9. So what happens here? This also doesn't satisfy the equation. So now let us put as x is 3. Oh, this is 4, this is x is 3, and this is minus 7. So what is this here? 12 minus 7, that is 5. And this is your left-hand side is 5 and right-hand side is 9. So again, this doesn't satisfy the equation. So now we have to go for the next step. That is, we have to put the value of x is 4. Okay, so here 4, x is 4, and this is minus 7. So what is here? 16 minus 7. 16 minus 7 means this is 9 and this also is 9. So what happens here? Both sides, means the LHS also is 9 and the RHS also is 9. So here now we have to stop at this thing. So now what we can write here? We observe that this x, when we have taken x is 4, LHS is equal to RHS. Got it? So hence we can write here x is equal to 4 is the root of the equation. 4x minus 9 is equal 7 is equal to 9. This is what is the equation given. Okay, so go to it. So now let us go with the similar. There's one only the equation has been changed. Similar type. So now look at here. For 8y is 48. So here is y. So value of y, there was x. Okay. LHS, what is that LHS? This is the LHS and this is your RHS. Okay. So LHS is 8y. RHS is 48. Okay. So now again we will use the trial and error method. So here we'll put y as 1. So 8 is as it is. In place of y we put 1. So what did we get? We got 8 ones are 8. And here the RHS is 48. So not possible. We will take now for 2. So this is 8. Here will be 2. 8 2s are 16. And this is 48. Not possible. That doesn't satisfy the equation. Again, let us take for 3. 8 here. 3. 8 3s are 24. This is 48. No. So again, we'll go for 4. So here 8 4s are 32. And here again here is 40. Here we got as 40 or 32, right? So RHS is no. We have to write here all ways wherever the RHS is 48, not here. Sorry for that. Here everywhere because the RHS is not changing, right? So here will be 48, and here also is 48. So yeah, here I have written it. Okay. So that is okay. So now RHS, what is that? RHS is the same, right? So we have to write here, keep 48. So we have to compare between here. So here is 32 and here is 48. So this doesn't satisfy the equation. Again, when we are putting here 5, so this 8 into this 5, this is 40, RHS is 48. So not possible. Okay. Now look at here when we are putting 6. So in place of this 6, so this is 48 and RHS also is 48. Okay. So now can you see at this stage when we are taking y as 6, we get both sides 48. So this satisfies the equation. So we have to write here, we observe that for y is equal to 6, LHS is equal to RHS. Hence, y is equal to 6 is the root of the equation 8y is equal to 48. Okay. Now let us go for the next one. So now for m, here 2m by 7 is 2. Take the value of m. Look at here. 2 here, m is 1 and this is 7. So what does this say? 2 into 2 is 2. 2 by 7 and this is 2. So no. Again you will go for here. We'll put here 2. 4 by 7. So not possible. You will put here 3. That will be 6 by 7. Not possible. Here you will put 4, and that is going to be 8 by 7. So not possible. Now you will take 5. This will be, you're going to put here 5. 5 2s are 10, 10 by 7. And this is 2, not possible. Now what are you going to do here? This is 12. 12 no, means you are going to put 6, right? So here 12 by 7. So here is 2, not possible. Now let us put it 7. 7 2s are 14. 14 by 7. And here can you see now you will say 14 by 7. But now when you cut this one, 7 1s are and 7 2s are. So you get the answer as 2. Did you get it? So this is also 2 and this is also to the left hand side and the right hand side. So we have to stop at this stage. That we say that for m is equal to 7, LH is equal to RHS. Hence, m is equal to 7 is the root of the equation. 2m divided by 7 is 2. Clear? So now I think you can go to this problem. It is already done over here. Same thing. You will follow, we will put in this place of x these values. And you have to see the both values that it comes out to be the same. Clear? So the answer is given here. You can go to the this one. Okay. So now let us go for the next question. Next question says that complete the given table. So here, what happens now? Just look carefully at it. Now the equation is given. A value of the variable is given. And we have to say whether this equation is satisfied, yes or no. Okay. So we cannot do directly, but we have to solve this equation now. Now here for the first, they said 4a is equal to 20. And they said the value of the variable is 5. Okay, so that means a is 5. Value of the variable means here the a is 5. So now let us see whether we are getting it correctly. So I have done the rough work over here. So now see here, everywhere I have done the rough work so that it looks a neat work. Okay, so you can easily look at it. Now see here 4a is 20. Now see here 4a is 20. I wrote as it is. Okay, now I'm going to solve it. So now you write here 4a. That means here is 4 multiplied by a. So now you want a value of this variable, right? So now this is a variable. So a. A means this 20. And you know there is a rule. Now I'll tell you this is your left hand side and this is your right hand side. If there is a plus sign over the left hand side, when you want to change that on the right hand side, it becomes minus. When there is minus, it becomes plus, okay, right hand side. When there is a multiplication, when you go on the other side of that is the right hand side, it becomes division. And whenever there is a division, the other side becomes multiplication. This rule you have to follow, okay, LHS and RHS. Plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, multiplication becomes division, and division becomes multiplication. So this also you are going to write it in your notes. Okay, so now what happened here? This is multiplication. So when it is going on the other side, because this is your left hand side and this is your right hand side. Okay, so now this multiplication is becoming, it's getting divided. So 4 is over here, right? So now what happens here? We'll simplify it. So 4 ones are 4 fives are. So what is the value? A is 5. Okay. So now here already it is given 5. That means it satisfies the equation. So we have to write here S. Yes. Okay. Now here we'll go for the second equation. So it is given 2x plus 5 is 11. So same thing I will written over here. Again, we'll solve for this one. 2x first, let us keep as it is. And then this is your left hand side. Okay. And this is your right hand side because e is equal to is the separator, we can say. Okay. In between both of this one. So 11, this is on the right hand side only. So it is not changing. But this plus 5 is on the left hand side. I want to take it on the right hand side because this is a constant along with 11. So what will I do? Plus 5 will become, as I told you, the sign change is minus 5. So 2x again, same as it is. 11 minus 5 is 6. So x will be what? This is multiplication. So 6 divided by 2. It will get divided, right? So 2 ones and 2 threes. So x is 3. So here they wrote 3. So again this satisfied. So you have to write s over here. Okay. Now let us look for the next one. This is the third one. 9m minus 1 is 8. So now again, this is my left hand side, means everybody's left hand side and this is the right hand side. So now what are we going to do? This thing is 9m and now this is 8 minus 1 becomes plus, okay, 9. So what is that? 9m is 9, 8 plus 1 is 9. So m will be, this is multiplication, this is going to get divided. So 9 times 1, so m is 1. But here what did I write here? The value of this is 9. So this is not satisfied. Okay, so we have to write here no. Now let us go for the next equation. So the next equation, I'll just minimize it. Now look at here. This is the next equation. So 14 plus b by 2 is 16. So now what am I going to do? First thing, this is my left hand side. Means this is our left hand side, we can say, and this is the right hand side. Okay. Now b by 2 I'll keep first as it is. So it is better. Okay. Now see here, right hand side 16 as it is. Now this thing I am taking on the right hand side because actually it is only 14 at the start. Means nothing at the start means always it is positive. Okay. So here we are going to change the place of this one. So it becomes minus. Clear? Now here b by 2 becomes 16 minus 2 is 2. So now what I want, I just want a value of b. So what am I going to do? I'm going to cross multiply this one. Okay. So this 2, I'm going to take it on this side. So as I told you, this is divide, right? So when it goes to the other side, it is going to get multiplied. So 2 multiplied by 2 and which is going to be 4. So here it says that it is 2. So here we have to write no. Hope that is clear. Okay, so this was something about today of this lesson. There's the next part. We'll do it in the next video. So before that, please do like and subscribe to this channel so you get the notification of other part of this chapter and many more. Thank you.